Hey Wastelanders, this is Gary, and we're going to go with episode 4 of the Keeper series, and I bring you the Para 3 by Spyderco. It's in a lightweight version of the Para 3. You can see it's all plastic. This reminds me of this ship. If you're ever familiar with, I may be dating myself, but are you familiar with the Eagle or Space 1999 by Jerry Anderson? I think that's his name. So this is the Eagle transporter, and this version of this Spyderco Para 3 always reminded me of this, because it seems like, I know this is a modern knife, but this is a knife that seems like it would be designed for those astronauts to carry in what year was that? Maybe it's the 60s or the 70s. Irregardless, it just looks like a knife that would be carried by the astronauts on Space 1999 for some reason. Anyway, this is a knife that is in my Keeper series. I can see myself always having a Para 3 in sort of a Keeper knife. Not say I'm going to keep this one exactly, but it's the only Para 3 I have, and this is the first Para 3 I've owned. Beforehand, I've always owned cheaper, I think cheaper Spydercos, like the Tenacious, the Ambitious. I owned a couple Tenacious, one Ambitious, and then I owned another knife, but I'm forgetting the name of it. I traded a Spyderco that I won for an older Spyderco, because I really don't collect Spydercos. So, and the dude, Jake from Ohio State, seemed like he really wanted this Spyderco that I'm forgetting the name of. I picked up from GP Nice, and I believe it's exclusive to them because it came in CPM Rex 45 steel, and of course it's made in America version of the Spydercos. And again, this is the FRN scales, and it's the first compression lock I've owned. I've never owned I've never owned anything other than a budget Spyderco. So, and those are always primarily liner locks. But I like this compression lock. I really like. I like flipping it open. Oh, and flipping it closed with this. I do this, or do this to open it. Anyway, it's made in USA, like I said that already. And I like it because where you see, it seems like if you see it close, it seems like the blade is maybe 95% there. But when you actually open it, take it into the choil account and the handle, you can get quite a bit of your hand on there. If you have large size hands, this knife is going to fit your hands, because the blade's not very long when you think about it. They dedicate a lot of space for your finger choil, but it fits really great. It feels good in hand because of how far the blade comes up, so you can just lock in your finger, your thumb. I like this knife. I really like this knife. As I said, I probably won't it's Para 3 is always going to be a keeper in my book, but I don't think necessarily this version of the Para 3. I like this version. I've been carrying it a lot. The scales have not been, they seem to hold up. I've not achieved them. I've not made them dirty yet. So, but until I got this K320 in, I was carrying this primarily for 2 or 3 weeks. I've been cutting a lot with that. I've had to clean the blade several times. I think the blade's mostly clean. There's a few smudges in there. Anyway, that's my keeper. The Para 3. The only thing I could think of is if I got a magnet cut, or maybe they came out with the Stormtrooper version right after this, and they were calling this a Stormtrooper version, but it's not officially a Stormtrooper because it has a satin blade. They came up with a coated blade in the same steel, the same FRN scales, maybe 2 weeks after that. And then if I had known they were going to come up with that, I would probably pick that up. But I'm okay with this satin version. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Look for another knife on the Keeper series. I've seemed to be wanting to do lots of knives on the Keeper series rather than a lot of knife reviews. So, all right, guys, take care. See you on the other side, Wastelanders.